Good morning, friends. Happy Friday to all of you. So, friends, it is finally happening. Negotiations are taking place right now on the new stimulus bills, and many Social Security beneficiaries and low-income households may be eligible to claim $100 in stimulus checks. These payments may be provided on a monthly basis. Friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of the video for all the details. I will also be giving away a $75 Walmart gift card 4 days a week. To enter the giveaways, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chance of winning. And friends, in a video later today, I will be announcing the winner, so please listen for the keywords and do stay tuned for that video. Democrats in the House of Representatives have introduced multiple stimulus relief proposals aimed at sending direct payments to Americans to help cover some high gas prices. The plans have some similarities to the one that sent $1,400 stimulus checks to millions of Americans last year. This week, oil prices continued to fall, even after the Biden administration said it would urge lawmakers to suspend the 18.4 cents a gallon federal gas tax in an effort to take the heat off prices. One proposal by Representatives Mike Thompson, John Larson, and Lauren Underwood would send what they call an energy rebate of $100 per month for individuals or $200 to couples, plus an additional $100 for each dependent for each month that the national gas price exceeds $4 per gallon. The rebate would be in effect through the end of this year. The payments would go to people based on their income and would follow the same guidelines as the 2021 economic impact payments. Single filers earning up to $75,000 or married couples who file jointly earning up to $150,000 would be eligible. Democratic Representative Peter DeFazio announced the Stop Gas Price Gouging Tax and Rebate Act. The bill calls for households to receive a monthly advance tax credit, similar to last year's monthly child tax credit. The money would come from taxing oil companies for what DeFazio calls excessive corporate profits. So in an official statement, Representative DeFazio stated, Big Oil will pay a one-time 50% windfall profit tax on any adjusted taxable income in 2022 that exceeds 110% of their average adjusted taxable income during pre-crisis levels between 2015 to 2019. The size of the payments to Americans would be based on how much money is raised by the tax on the oil companies. A similar bill introduced on March 10th also targets big oil companies, but calls for quarterly payments to Americans who meet the same income thresholds. The extra tax would hit large oil companies that produce or import at least 300,000 barrels of oil per day, or did in 2019. Representatives Ro Khanna of California, one of the two main sponsors, said the companies will owe a per barrel tax equal to 50% of the difference between the current price of a barrel of oil and the pre-crisis average price per barrel between 2015 and 2019. Ro Khanna stated it would impact companies such as Exxon, Mobil, and Chevron, but smaller oil companies would be exempt. He estimates that at $120 per barrel of oil, it would result in single filers receiving $240 per year, and then joint filers receiving $360. So friends, what are your thoughts on these new relief proposals? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.
Financial freedom is American freedom, and frankly, Americans do not have the financial and economic freedom they need to invest in themselves, their businesses, and their families. Unfortunately, Americans are too busy making ends meet to focus on anything else. Inflation is running rampant across the United States, with consumer prices rising 8.6% in the past year, the largest price increase since 1981. From fuel to meat to housing, my constituents and all Americans are suffering at the hands of this hidden tax, except it's not so hidden anymore. It's punching Americans in the face, as my friend Mr. Style put it yesterday. So how did we get here? It's pretty simple. We gave up American energy independence. We locked down our citizens and businesses for nearly 2 years, pumped the economy with well over $5 trillion in what's called stimulus funds. And now, as we recover from the pandemic, we simply do not have the energy resources necessary to meet the increased consumer demand. There's a history of Democrat policies we can point to that put us in this position, from refusing to adopt an all-of-the-above energy strategy to recklessly passing $2 trillion in partisan spending through the American Rescue Plan, despite the fact that nearly $1 trillion of bipartisan relief was unspent. But the bottom line is we need solutions now because inflation is beating up the American people. We have to wake up and realize that we cannot continue these spend-your-way-to-prosperity policies. Everyday inflation threatens the financial security of American families, of our constituents. We need solutions. Let me just return to my point about the spending.
Now, according to an agency watchdog, the IRS backlog of tax returns has swelled up over the past year, despite efforts to clear the pileup. The Taxpayer Advocate Service shared in its mid-year report to Congress that there were 22 million unprocessed paper returns as of May 31st, which is up from 20 million 1 year prior. National Taxpayer Advocate Aaron Collins told CNN News, "Unfortunately, at this point, the backlog is still crushing the IRS, its employees, and most importantly, taxpayers. The backlog continues to grow is deeply concerning, primarily because millions of taxpayers have been waiting 6 months or more to receive their refunds." While more than 90% of taxpayers filed returns electronically last year, roughly 17 million sent paper filings, contributing to the backlog. Over the past year, refund delays for some paper-filed returns have exceeded 6 months, with many waiting 10 months or more for their tax refund. The agency is processing more returns compared to a year ago and continues to make substantial progress on the backlog. But the agency in March shared plans to hire 10,000 employees, starting with 5,000 new hires. Friends, the keyword for this video is Zion National Park. If you would like to enter today's Walmart gift card giveaway, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below this keyword, which is Zion National Park, and additional keywords of any video of mine that you watch. And do make sure that you're also subscribed to my channel. Remember, friends, I will be announcing a winner in a video later today, so please stay tuned for the video. Thank you so much, friends, and have a wonderful and blessed Friday.